Hari Om, Shri Ram, Ambadnya, Nath Samvid, Nath Samvid, Nath Samvid. Now this is video 6 and now our actual work is going to begin. Now as of now you are convinced that yes, understanding of the spoken language is very important in order to develop good speech in the child. Development of good listening skills is very important in order to develop good speech in the child. Now you will ask, ma'am, now we are convinced, but then how to develop good listening skills in the child? The entry level job is to develop a good command over the commands. That means to develop good command following or instruction following. So when I say, lot of the time, when I say command following has to be worked, then the parent's first reaction is, he understands commands. When I say, stand up, okay, get me a glass of water, or keep this mobile on the table, or close the door, switch on the light, he understands. Okay, he understands, and this is, they say, when the child is around 5-year-old. That means, in a 5-year-old child, should I expect only these basic commands to be followed? Or commands are only limited to this kind of instructions? Definitely not. ARULA for autism says, ARULA approach says, there are 4 distinct levels of commands that need to be worked vigorously and step by step to develop good listening skills in the child. The very first level of commands is single step simple commands. Now before discussing how it should be carried out, I would like to discuss the prerequisites for following the commands. That means many of the times it is seen that the child is sitting somewhere, he is engaged in some activity, he is engaged in the toys and all, he is doing something. Suddenly the mom will come and ask, okay, get up, close the door, switch on the light, in a commanding way. Which child will like that? Who will like it? Definitely he doesn't get up, he doesn't do, and the parents say, he doesn't listen to me. Arey, but are you creating any favorable conditions for him to follow your commands? That is most important. First, to create favorable conditions for the child. That is, when you plan, ki now I want to give command to my child, the child should be taken and made sit on your lap. Or if it's the older child, let him sit beside you. Okay? Little cuddling is important at that point of time. And your tone in giving command is most important. Okay? There are always 3 levels of the clues that you should follow. That is, one is verbal clue, second is pointing clue, and third is physical clue. When I say these 3 clues, means one after the other you are going to seek that. The first level of command, that is single step simple command. So there I am giving this command. Name of the child is Arav. Arav, close the door. So here when I say close the door, it should not be Arav, close the door. No, you have first given the verbal command in a very soothing way. Arav, please close the door. I have added this word called as please. People like to get respected, and they feel it's a good sign to develop a social language also with the child. So command, when I use the word please to him, then that means it is developing the social cues also. Okay, in future it will be helpful. So Arav, please close the door. I have given the command in verbal, using the verbal clue, that is Arav, please close the door. If Arav doesn't follow that, I will use my second clue as pointing. Arav, please close the door. That's the door. Yes, close the door. If Arav doesn't respond through the pointing also, to my pointing clue also, and the third level of command is with physical clues. Means I will take Arav along with me I will reach to the door. I will be saying him, please close the door. That means with his hand, I am going to close the door. You understand? If this is the way you work on command following, then there will not be a failure in command following. And you will never say that my child doesn't follow the command. Okay? Because verbal, no verbal, then pointing, no pointing, then physical. Physical he has to do. It is so easy to get carried out. So it was the first level, that was single step simple command. Second step is there, that is called as single step complex commands. When I talk about this, it is a simple thing. Arav, close the door. It was a simple command. But if I say, Arav, go and close grandpa's door. I am saying this, na? Grandpa's room's door. That means I am making it little complex. Or mama's room's door. Or close the bathroom's door. Means here the understanding of the language becomes little more complex. We are enriching the listening skills of the child. Again, following 3 clues and working on that. Okay? Third level of the command is double step simple commands. Related, I call it as. Double step simple command means what? Close the door and switch on the light. Okay? That means the light switch for this is very important, that the closing the door and the switch of the light has to be very close to each other. Okay? They should be related. For example, I'll keep this diary on the table and there is a glass on the table already. I will say, get the glass from the table. So I've given 2 commands, but they are related. So there is very less confusion for the child when it follows double step simple command when he follows. They are related commands. The last level is double step complex commands unrelated. Here what I will do, we can increase the confusion in the sense, I will not say increase the confusion, but we can make it more complex. They are not related. Means I will say, keep this diary on the table and please get me a glass of water. Means these 2 commands are completely different. They are not related to each other, or they are not related to one place also. But still we are giving it and the child is following. Again here we are going to use the words, the cues, verbal, pointing and physical. This is the way we are going to take it out. Okay? So these were all 4 commands wherewith we will start working on that. And I am telling you, parents, don't ever play the role of instructor, commander, teacher with your child. You are a mother, you are a father. So always be a facilitator for your child. Your role has to be like a facilitator or as a catalyst. I always say, what is catalyst? It increases the speed of the reaction. Chemical reaction, there is a process called as catalyst are used in the chemical reactions. Okay, what this catalyst do? It increases the speed of the reaction. It takes place. So that part you are going to play. Okay, and there has to be a lot of loving, compassionate voice. It has to be there with you. Okay, many of the times when you are in commanding position, when you give commands, there are a lot of things to be worked upon in your voice, projections, your voice, melody, everything need to be worked upon, because here we are developing good listening skills in the child. The child should be attracted by the child. Your voice should be attracted by the child. Okay, he should feel that I want to listen to mama's voice. So that has to be there. Okay, that work has to be done over there. Okay, this was all about levels of command, and as I said, it's an entry level job, it's an entry level technique that we are going to use for betterment of listening skills. Hari Om, Shri Ram, Ambadnya, Natha Samvid, Natha Samvid, Natha Samvid.